Alright guys, Fuller coming to you with another video. Shout outs to the whole LDBC. If you like the video, like the video, and please subscribe to the page and stay in the loop with what we have going on. So, this is probably like the 4th or 5th video I've done on the problem with racism in European football. It's an ongoing problem, and it's a problem that I don't think UEFA or FIFA want to address. And, it's getting to a drastic point where they're going to have to address it. It's getting to a point where they're going to have to somehow make people do classes or sit down and educate people on the severity of their actions. Because like if they keep on having these kind of feelings and having these inclinations that they want to just like keep on perpetuating racism, then it's just going to get worse and worse, and I don't think they've done enough at all when it comes to the racism that Lukaku went through. And now in Bulgaria, they've taken it a step further, okay? In addition to the monkey chants and things like that, instead of having like shirts that have that say respect on them, they've taken it a step further and they said something like no respect. So this is, when you see things like this is how you know what they're thinking and where their head is at. So this is unacceptable. This is really something that's very unacceptable that they need to stop. Okay? This isn't cool. Like you perpetuating these kind of things. And this is a bigger problem. This is not just a problem with football, it's a bigger problem with society at large. And, for them to think that this is acceptable to do something like this, then, there needs to be some serious self-examination and self-criticism of these football teams and these football fans. Let's take a hypothetical scenario. What if all the black football players, what if they all decided that they wanted to just like leave the team completely? What if all the players decided that they didn't want to play? What if all the players decided that they wanted to boycott? Okay? You're not only dealing with black people from Africa, okay? You're dealing with black people from Latin America who make up parts of these teams too. Okay? What if they decide that they're like, you know what, forget this. I don't need this. Then what? What are you going to do? I'm not saying that they make up that they run football. I'm not saying we run football at all. But I'm just saying that it's a key component of football. We're a key component. Foreign players and domestic black players are very big components in football. Okay? And for that to happen, and for the referee to just kind of brush it off like that, just shows me where people's head are at. Show me what they're really thinking. Show me that they really don't give a rat's ass about the ongoing issue. That this issue is still going on, and it's an issue that, I don't see going away. And I don't get it. This issue, it's been going on for the longest time. It's been going on since the first early black players were in the league. But for some reason, it's just not being addressed. And I don't get it. This thing should have been addressed. This issue should have been taken care of a long time ago. But because the fines and stuff are so lenient, it's still happening. I'll give you an example. A player who had like an author's name on their, I think, boxers, I don't know, like maybe their celebration consisted of them, like, you know, taking off their football shorts or something like that. A player who had a author's name got fined more than people who were perpetuating racist chants. So this just shows you how much they care about the issue. Okay? And mind you, a couple of my family members, a couple of nephews, a couple of cousins are coming up in these youth academies in Europe. I don't want to have to hear all these stories about them going to games with monkey chants already. You know, this makes no sense. They don't need to be. They don't need to have this already. Okay, they already have it for them out already. Have it out on them already. The fact that they're just now playing football. You know, that's the thing. Like when you're in these societies, your whole thing is like, you're not thinking about becoming a politician. You're not thinking about becoming a scientist. You're not thinking about becoming like something of that sort. You're thinking about becoming a football player, because that's your easiest. That's like the easiest way for you to get social mobility. And I'm just saying, not only when you become a football player do you have to worry about the racism from the fans, you have to worry about the racism from the media. So what Bulgaria did is very shameful. It's very, very shameful. Okay? The problem, I think, with these places is that you have an influx of immigrants from far right fascist countries that were previously fascist, and they go there and they set up roots, and then that ideology goes to other people, goes to the whole society at large. I mean, when Bulgaria was part of the socialist bloc, I mean, I don't know if there was racism, but you had African students that were studying there who were doing advanced degrees in different subjects and stuff like that. I don't know the extent if it was like really racist or not, you know. But then there's another interesting article that I read too. For those of you guys who don't know, Lilian Thuram, he was a very, very highly decorated French defender. He played for the likes of Juventus. He played for the likes of Barcelona. He played for some top teams. He played for Parma, I believe. And he even said that Europe has a race problem still, and that Europe exercises what they call white supremacy through these soccer games. And it's true. I mean, look, this is the thing about the whole situation. It's not the fact that they're being racist, okay? Racism is part of that fabric. It's part of that society. Casual, subtle, overt racism is part of that system. That's not what I'm mad at. I'm mad at how they're being racist, though. The monkey chants, the Nazism, the skinhead element. Look, I'm gonna be real. And this could very well happen. Imagine if I was in one of those audiences, okay? If I was in the audience of, or if I was in the stands of one of these games when it's very, very much high-powered racism. What if I was in the stands and one of them caught me and tried to test me? I'm going to jail. They're not going to jail. I am, for defending myself. And if I don't defend myself, then that's it. I could be a goner. Just like that. Just for wanting to enjoy a game. That's it. So this has implications not only on like football players, but on fans too, who may be a minority group. Imagine an African holding a Cameroonian, a Senegalese flag because one of their players plays on that team. Then what? He's showing patriotism that isn't racism, but you think these right-wing fascists are going to take it as such? No. They're going to end him. And that's just how they do it, man. So that's why I'm saying, like, shit needs to change, man. It really does. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to take for UEFA, for FIFA, to take heed and make the necessary changes. Because I shouldn't still have to be making videos about this stuff, man. I really shouldn't. This should be a long done thing. But the fact that I'm still making videos about this whole situation lets me know that no progress has really been made. You know? And so, you know, I honestly think the only solution is to boycott these games, man. I really think so. Gotta boycott them until more things are being put in place. I mean, I'm just being real. What would the game be without dudes like Paul Pogba? What would the game be like without dudes like, you know, even mixed race players? Like what would some teams be without some of these players? I'm just saying. You know? I mean, it is what it is, but nah, man. Just can't go down like that. You know? And at the end of the day, all these players are trying to do is feed their families. That's it. You know? So, I mean, the racism doesn't just extend to like, let's just say like phenotypically black players. It extends to like mixed people too. Danny Alves got a piece of it before. You know? Players like that. And we're still in square one. Still in square one, man. You know? But anyhow, man, that's all I got for now. You know, I mean, honestly, I think players gonna have to really put their foot on UEFA and FIFA's neck. Otherwise, it's just gonna be the same shit. But man, that's all I got for now, man. Stay tuned. You know, we'll cover some more soccer when the needs come. You know, cover some like transfers and you know where teams are, or where at least my favorite teams are. And my favorite teams are basically other people's favorite teams as well. Cooler signing out.